welcome to another episode of Does It Podcast. Here we have today Katana.
Yes.
All right, Katana, where are we coming out of?
San Jose, California.
All right. And so the first time I heard of you, actually, I heard of you one time. I think I saw you live with Celie, I think it was.
Oh yeah, on the
Yeah, on
Thizzler thing.
Thizzler,
Oh
yeah.
no.
So that's the first time I ever heard of you, and then you were actually doing the bad timing, right, at that
Oh
moment.
yeah. That song. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. And that's
Crazy.
when I first heard of you, and I was like, oh shit, she's pretty dope.
Thank you. Hell
Nah,
yeah.
nah, yeah. But how's it been? I mean, what made you start like doing
Making music?
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, just going through life, writing has always been an outlet for me. So ever since I could write, like I was writing poetry, I was writing little books when I was a kid, and then I always loved to sing, so I just turned that into like writing songs. I was like, fuck it, why not? Like, what's stopping me from writing music? You get me? So, and I took all that like pain that I was going through as a child and just like transferred that to just writing songs about it, and those will never be released because they're ass. But you feel me? Like it was an outlet for me. It's like therapy. So
Nice.
I just kept doing it, and then started recording them, and now I'm here. So.
Oh, nice. So when you first started recording, you were just recording it out of yourself, or how were you doing it?
I still record with my like best friend Samuel Ivy. We linked up when I was 18 and we just started recording in his bedroom.
Oh,
And it was super, like, the chemistry was immediately there. We met at a show, like, for fires. I don't know, it was, like, to raise money for the fires. Remember, like, in 2018 when they had, like, the fires going on in the Bay?
shit,
And
yeah, all
shit was,
over.
yeah, so then they started doing a fucking fundraiser for it. And we were just, like, singing, and it was all the way in Marin. So I had to go from San Jose all the way to Marin and just perform. I met a bunch of, like, other artists in the area, and he was one of them. And he was like, at the end of his set, he goes, I produced and engineered all of the stuff you heard today. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to talk to him after this because that shit's crazy. And I was just doing covers at the time. I had like type beats on YouTube and I was just singing whatever. But fucking, I talked to him after and he's like, yeah, we could set up a session if you're free next week. So then I just went to his house next week. We're in his bedroom and he just sets up the mic. And within an hour, we have a song done. And that song was State of Mind, my first ever released.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope.
And it was within an hour. It was mixed, written, and done. Like he was making the beat and I was just like listening to the piano chords he was doing over and over. And I was just writing while he was making the beat, like, and built it around it.
Oh shit, no, you good. Damn, so everything was as it was going, it was just flowing.
Yeah.
There and there the whole day. I mean, well, you said an hour and a half.
It was literally an hour. It was done. And then like he took another hour just to finalize like the mixing. But then we had the song done. And I was I think I was the first other artist besides himself because he was used to working on his like own stuff.
Yeah.
But I was one of the only other artists that he worked with that were like we both were coming up together type shit. And then ever since then he's like, dude, you need to come back, we need to make another one, like you're making me believe in myself,
Oh.
and we just kind of like fed off of each other's energy that way, where it was like, okay, you're dope, I'm dope, let's make dope shit. And we just kept working ever since then. So now I'm 22, we've been working for like 4 years. Crazy.
Crazy how time goes by. But you guys growing. You guys grew together. You guys are still growing.
Yeah.
You guys are still working together.
Hell yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
literally, he's gonna get a studio. He's back in Marin. Like we moved to LA together, but I was staying in Linwood. He was staying in Koreatown. And we still, like, I went to his apartment, recorded, and we just kept doing that. And we've been just recording together for the longest. Like, and that's how we make all of our songs. It wasn't until, like, TikTok, when I started promoting on TikTok, that things kept, like, the momentum kept going. And also doing the Thizzler thing. And then LaRussell reached out, too, in 2020.
I
And he
saw
was
you
like,
there,
that
too.
timing.
Yep.
I need that song. You need to perform it 4 times with, like, a bunch of different instruments. So he set that up for me.
Piano, guitar, and all the different types.
Yeah. So I had to do all that, and it was just cool to be surrounded by people who believed in me, and that just keeps me going and writing and all that. So yeah, I don't know. I've just been working with him since forever.
Damn. That's good though. That's good. So you got any upcoming projects you're working on right now? Or?
Yes, and nobody really knows, but I'm dropping a tape in like 2 months. I'm very bad with like promoting that type of shit. You have to really see it. Like I'll promote one song at a time and you'll be like, oh shit, it's on an album. But like, yeah, I'm dropping like a tape in 2 months.
Oh, that's dope.
And then a single called In Due Time dropping in like hopefully like 2 weeks. I'm waiting for the final mix.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool then. So what inspired you the most to get into this actually?
To get
Besides,
to
like
get
to get into the
into
music, like legitly, you
like
know?
legitly, dude, honestly it was just like watching people's reactions, because when you see people believe in you, you start believing in you more. You're like, oh shit, this is real. Like, it's not just a little hobby. Like,
Yeah.
this is real life. And it took that, but that took a long time. Like, I sacrificed a lot. I would take the Greyhound to LA just to record out there. I would take the bus. I would save so much money to studio time. It was like a lot of sacrifice to get to the point where it is now, where it was like, okay, now it's just me and Sam working. Because before it was like I was working with a lot of different people experimenting, but they didn't have the same sound. So it just took a lot of just like, I guess, learning yourself and like growing as an artist and growing with the people and like finding out who your team is
Yeah.
and then building from there. But yeah, basically that's what got me into it, and feeling more inspired was just seeing people's reactions. Like, when you put out a piece of content, you put out a piece of art, and people are like, dude, that shit is dope. Like, that is what keeps me going, honestly. So
Oh yeah. Damn, definitely. And you got any music videos or any music video work?
I do have one out right now that's like official for the How You Feel, like my Spanglish song. And then I'm working on more too. Like, I want to start shooting my own, and I'm actually working on getting somebody involved in the team, like my friend Tristan. He's going to learn how to do the shooting, and then I'm just going to edit my own music videos,
Oh yeah,
cuz I
that's
did
the
that
way
shit
to
on
go.
the iPhone. And it worked pretty good. You get me? Like, that shit shoots in 4K. Like, you don't really need nothing
Yeah.
else.
Nowadays, you don't really need a camera.
You
You
don't
just need a phone, and it got the same quality.
Exactly,
Then yeah.
exactly. As long as the visuals look like really crisp, like, you're fine, dude. Like,
Just the editing, all
just
the
the
editing.
editing, and
Yep.
that shit comes with time. You can learn that shit, and I enjoy that shit. So it's like, definitely in the future, I'm gonna have some more projects and like music videos, but it's probably gonna be homemade. So you get
Yeah,
me?
yeah, that's always homegrown. That's always the best. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like I mean, shout out Lil Russell. I saw him how he grew up from his home
Oh
base.
yeah,
And
dude.
then
Yeah.
so he's doing it too. So,
Yeah, he did a lot of like, the growth was from helping other people, and I noticed that, like, him even helping me, like shooting the content for me. I didn't realize how, like, I didn't listen to too much of his music because I thought he was just doing like videos for other artists in the Bay, right?
too.
Until he
So,
blew up and he
yep.
was like, "Hey, I'm a crazy great artist," and I was like, "Oh shit! Like, what the fuck? He raps hella good." It was so random, but he started putting in that effort that he was putting into other people and other artists in the Bay, into himself, and that in itself is inspiring to see. It's like, okay, if I'm putting all my force into other things and other outlets, but if I start turning that outward inward, you get me, like just putting that effort into myself, like, you could grow so much. So that's what I saw, and I learned from him, was like, put that effort, all that stuff that you're putting on other things, fully focus on you, and you can get to where you want to go.
You just gotta start and do it.
Yeah,
Actually,
you just
start
have
work,
to start the work.
know?
Yeah, like, stop making excuses, stop working with other, like, out forces. Like, it's all in you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Sometimes I guess even your closest people, sometimes they're not really helping you. I guess you gotta go out of
Exactly.
your
Exactly.
circle.
You have to like network, I guess, in a way, but finding genuine people. And that comes with trial and error. Like, there's some people that I wanted to work with on the team, like for me, that ended up it just didn't work out. And it was no bad blood or nothing, but it was like, you don't match the work that I'm trying to do, or the hustle that we are on, and it's just like, you just gotta move on and grow from that. You get me? Like, it's trial and error with different people to build a good, solid team.
Oh no, yeah, for sure it is.
Yeah.
And if they can't match it, then I mean, like you said, no bad blood, but it just won't work.
It's just not gonna work. I think that's another reason. It's just hard to find people that are that dedicated. And like, I personally like working with friends. Like, I just love when I already know this person for a long time and they're able to learn to do something.
No.
And that's exactly what Russell did too. Is like, he works with his friends. Like, these are people that have been around him for the longest time, and he taught them how to do what they do now with the camera work, with the merchandise. And that's inspiring to see. Like, you can really just teach somebody how to do what you need, and pay them to work for you. Like, that's some boss shit,
Yep,
so
for
I'm in
sure.
the process of learning how to do that, but it's trial and error, as I said.
No. Yeah, I hear that too. Cause I mean, same here. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing everything at trying to do it with friends.
Hmm.
Not out of the circle. I mean, out of the circle, but I mean, people that you're close with. That you know.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So that's good to hear, though. But so what's your plans? Like, what do you see yourself like in from 5 years? Let's say.
In 5 years,
Yeah.
fuck, I will
That's,
wait. I mean, music wise, I hopefully I have making enough to where I'm buying a piece of property. I want to like in the future buy a duplex, rent one side out, live in one side, and just start like a real estate
oh
monopoly
yeah,
that
real
way, so I
estate.
could start making
Hell yeah.
money, like passive income type thing, because that can help fuel my whatever I want to do in the future. Whether that's music, whether that's making more different brands. Like right now, I have like a shroom brand that I'm building.
Oh
Like
yeah,
like
yeah.
you already
I was just
know.
about to get to
You feel me? So I'm
that.
starting that, and that's doing so good. And I'm realizing the potential of how big it could be, and like where I should invest my money, where I should invest my time, and it's already doing well on its own without any true marketing. It's just the product is good, so it's getting
Shit, I
there.
mean,
You feel
I
me?
mean, there is that marketing. I saw you thought, it's good. I
Yeah.
mean, and there's some type of a way. I mean, and then also like communication, how you say it with people, like you already
Right,
know, and then
right.
from there it gets
And the
around.
knowledge too, just like educating myself on the products and what I can do to like improve it and the chemistry of it and all that stuff. It's just like
Yeah,
I could see the potential where this could go and how much it could help people. Cause like shrooms had helped me heal so much. Like after losing my dad, I I started like doing shrooms and
sorry to
like
hear that.
processing that fucking like trauma. Cause there was a lot that got into that. Like it was just a hard day after losing him, and that
Sorry
was
to
my
hear
last
that.
parent. Yeah, my final or like only parent in my life. So yeah, no, it's okay. It's just like life. At this point, it's been like 2 years since he passed. So I'm just, I don't know. I feel like I'm almost completely healed, but you'll never fully heal from that, you know?
No, most definitely.
But shrooms helped a lot with just processing it. And like, because psilocybin, the chemical helps you jump from one thought to another more rapidly. So when I would do full trips, I'd just be tripping at the beach and I'll just think about so much and just cry it out and then always come to a resolution at the end of every trip that was empowering. And yeah, so I love shrooms and they help me. So I just want to be able to like start something to help other people. You get
Oh
me?
no, yeah, most definitely. I feel that. And then how do you get in? My
No, you good, you
bad.
good. I'm
Hey,
serious, dog. I'm like, ah.
they locked.
Okay, bet.
No, but how did you get into Shroom? Like the knowledge and all that? Did you research it yourself, or was it passed down from someone else?
No, honestly, it was so random. I don't even know how I first got introduced to shrooms. I have no idea. I can't remember. Like my first trip was with my friend Lizzie, and we were just in my bedroom and we're just drinking. Like we made a shroom tea. I don't even know where we got the damn shrooms. Like where did they come from? I don't know. But all of a sudden I had shrooms and she's like, "You want to do these?" And then I just realized how it made me feel, and I was like, "Okay, this is medicinal. Like this is not a really like a drug like coke or some shit. It's
Oh
like
no,
it's
not yet.
medicinal. It's like it's a tool." So after that, I just started like doing it here and there, and it helped me process a lot. So I don't know. I don't know who gave me the damn shrooms. That's kind of scary if you think about it.
Just
But
think about it
now,
now.
yeah, now that I'm just like, fuck, who gave me that shit? But thank God that it came in my life, I guess.
Hey, somehow,
You're right,
whatever way,
somewhere,
right?
somehow. Ah.
Okay, but what made you make him like into concentrating now? Like
Oh,
what
like to
makes
make
it?
the way I did.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, it was like I I've tried so many damn brands from different shrooms. Like my friends own different or are part of different companies for shrooms, like shroom bars, like Wavy Bar, like Fungi Delights, like a bunch of just random, like these are my friends that own these companies or are part of these companies.
Okay.
And I was like, these don't hit the way that real like shrooms
Shrooms.
do. And I was like, there's no fucking way they're putting a whole 3.5 in this shit. Like not to be rude, and I don't want to write nobody out. You feel me? Maybe they are. Maybe the shelf life is just bad. But when I started doing my own research, I was like, dude, I can make these myself. I can make them vegan for people. I can make sure there's no allergies. I can make them experience for everybody to enjoy, as long and include like the education part of it, to where, oh, what do you want to get out of it, and then I'll tell you the exact dosage, how to do, and everything, because I've already done that. Like, I literally experimented myself and experienced it for myself, to where I can share that knowledge to other people. So I'm like, fuck it, why not start my own little brand if y'all are over here like low-key jipping people off if you're not doing what you're doing. You feel me? I'm like, I'm gonna learn for myself, and I'm gonna do this shit myself. So
giving their money worth.
Exactly, I'm gonna start giving people what they actually are buying. So that was like my thought process behind it, because I see these like it's a tool, dude. You get me? It's like this is a healthy drug, in my opinion. It's like weed back in the day when people are looking at it kind of funny.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how people look at shrooms now. It's kind of like the way that weed was looked at back then. It's like, oh, weed makes you lazy. Oh, weed makes you this and that. But shrooms are like, I see them on the same plane as weed.
Because you're more open to a little bit.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's good. And how long were you working on this, or what's
I've been doing the research for like a couple months, like thorough research for a couple months, and then I just started like literally 3 weeks ago creating my own bars and just doing it myself, and it's already doing amazing. Like, the reviews are great. Everybody seems to be loving them, and I don't know. It just seems like something I should keep pursuing. You get me?
No. Yeah, most definitely. I think you should, for sure.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know.
You never know where it could go, you know?
Exactly. You never know.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep rolling with it and keep being true to like myself and the product, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and just the way you feel about it, though.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. So that's good.
Yeah.
Most definitely, that's good. And and other than that, anything else you really got going on? Really, any plans?
I mean, shit. I mean, I started work. I work at the Boys and Girls Club now for like a little side job to get money for music stuff and putting money up to market myself. So there's that. There's the shroom bars, and then there's just the music. That's all I do on my time. That kind of fills up my time, as well as like I am finishing my high school diploma. I never graduated, so I'm still working on that. But I have like, I don't know, how many 40 something credits left? So I'm almost done. I should graduate this year. But that's about it. I don't have time for nothing else.
Hey, gotta work on yourself first.
Literally, right?
So,
like,
that's the way to go, though.
Yeah. So that's all that I have going on for me.
No, that's good. Keep it up, and you're gonna get it done, though.
Thank you.
It's all with its time.
Hell yeah. In due time.
In due time, right? Well, I don't know. You got anything else you want to add to? And
I got nothing. Honestly, I have nothing else to say. I feel like I said so much shit.
Nah, you're perfect. Good. So, where can people reach you at?
Oh, okay. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Illy Katana. People say Illy, so I'm just gonna say Illy. But ILY Katana. And then YouTube is like Katana Musica. And then I don't know, reach me anywhere. Put Katana in your search bar. It should pop up.
Hey, right?
Right, hopefully.
No,
yeah.
Perfect. All right, cool.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Katana. And this is Does It Podcast with another episode. And catch you next time. Thank you.